Alright, something a little different today. I got this mini bike here, and this used to be the one that Mike drove around when we used to have the mini bike races around the house here. And I'm going to sell it because we don't use them anymore. I sold the one Bronco bike. That was a nice bike, and this one's nice too. You know, Mike had this big block Tecumseh on there, and the thing ran pretty good. And I'm going to sell this, but what Mike had on here was a hunk of 2x6 here and a little piece of foam, you know, so it would be nice and stable. One of them guys would be racing around the yard and stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is, and some people like the looks of it, you know, the rugged, rough look about it with the gas tank in the back, and you know, and I agree. You know, it's not too bad. It's different, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a seat and give the seat away with it. You know, I'm not gonna change it. I'm just going to give the spare seat, because I got the material. All it takes is a piece of plywood. I got a piece of scrap plywood here, and I got the foam. I'm going to use this carpet underlayment. You know, it's just good stuff for this kind of seat, because it's soft, but it's strong, and it'll make a good seat, make a comfortable seat. So, and I got the extra material and stuff, and I got plenty of time. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I say, I'm not gonna change them. I'm just gonna give it with the bike. You know, whoever buys it gets a seat with it. And if they don't, then I'll sell a seat alone, right? All right. Let's. I'm gonna take that off because there's 2 bolt holes in the bottom, and I'm gonna have to put them in this board here. So, all right. Let me take this seat off. See what we got. All right. Got the wood cut and around the edges and everything. So we got about a 16 by 8 piece of lumber here. Boy, the pollen count must be high out there, because it's got me all stuffed up. And that stuff usually doesn't bother me, but it's killing me today. Alright, back to what we're doing. The holes in the machine there are 1/4 inch, so I'm going to put some T-nuts in here. I already drilled a hole. I put 1 T-nut in. That's these little things here are threaded. Oh, your carpenter and cabinet makers and everything know what they are, but the average guy might not know. And you stick them in the hole. The hole's just tight enough to stick it in there, and then we're going to put the bolt in from behind, and then just tighten it in, and it'll pull that in. Come around here. You guys see that? Probably better off with a socket, but it's pulling that in. You hear it. And then them little teeth plus the undersized hole is going to make that so it stays in place. And then you get then you have a threaded piece of wood, and then that'll hold it to the machine. All right, let me test fit it to the machine. I'll be right back. All right, yeah, I'm happy with that. It's on there pretty solid, and whoa, and I got about 2-inch overhang in the back, which is fine with me. And let's cut some foam. Put some foam on there. Alright, yeah, I laid the pattern out for what I want. It's going to be a diamond pattern seat. Just something simple, but you might hear a little noise out here, because I think they're taking a tree down, or a couple of trees. There's a guy up there. size of logs they're putting in this thing. Unbelievable. Like I said, it got to be about 20 inches across somewhere. Had a little change of plan here. I decided I'm going to keep the new wooden seat with the upholstery and everything. Going to keep that there, get rid of that hunk of wood. But I decided to mount the fuel tank back here like Mike had it, you know, because that was actually a pretty good design. And I put some T-nuts on the top here and held it in there, but it's also held on the bottom, you know, so this, you could actually lift the bike up from that, so that's not going anywhere. And the fuel line, instead of just having it flop around like that, I want to pick up a couple of right angle nipples and make that more of a direct run there. So alright, let me get some material, cut some material, and lay out some diamonds, and maybe even make some piping. Alright, we got our pattern laid out here with our Fisher Space Pen here. It's a good pen, you know. All I do is get a rag and wipe that off when I'm done, and you never know what was there. I always leave a link in the description. You guys always ask me about this Fisher Space Pen. Alright, I'm going to take this outside and glue this fabric to the scrim foam here. So, alright, next time I see you guys, it'll be up back at the sewing machine. Alright, just started making some piping over here. Forgot to turn you guys on, so let's run some through here and see how it looks. I'm just doing this freehand. I don't have any staples or pins or anything in here, so let's give it a try. Looks like it's coming out okay. I got a couple more feet to go, so I'll show you when we're done. See what it looks like when it's done. Alright, this came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Now, I'm going to try this. I can't imagine getting through all this without mis-stitch, but we'll see. This first one don't count. This one here is just a test one, so we'll see how it goes. You know what? Also want to, it's a decorative stitch, so it's going to be wider. There we go. Alright. Like I say, this one here, this one's going to get cut off anyway, so it don't matter. So let's give it a try. Alright. Looks good. Alright, I can live with that. Trim this up so it don't get in my way. Alright, this one's for real. I don't need lock stitch because it's going to get locked in with the beading and stuff. Alright. I'm liking it. We'll do one more for you, and then I'll do the rest myself. Alright, it's looking good, so let me finish these up and then we'll turn you guys back on. Alright, I brought you out here. It's the lighting's a little better. Yeah, we're happy with this. This came out nice. Didn't miss a stitch. Incredible. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this around where it's supposed to be, and then attach the skirt to it and the piping, and then I'll bring it back inside and we'll sew it all together. What do you think? What do you say? You like that idea? Alright, see you in a few. Alright, yeah, I got the piping stapled in place where I want it, and now I just have to put the skirt on. Staple that where we want it, and then bring it in there and sew it up. Alright. Maybe next time I see you, we'll be inside. Alright, we got the skirt all stapled in place. What do you say we take us inside now and let's do it. Alright, I just barely got that to fit under the foot, but it's there. And you're not going to be able to see much because of this big ass skirt, but let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do here. Coming into a tight turn here, so I'm going to take my time. So I'm going to shut you guys down for a little bit. Okay. And it worked out well. Matter of fact, it was going so well that I just kept sewing over here. And I didn't want that because that gets folded over. I don't have the camera looking at me, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but that gets folded over and sewn together there. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to unstitch this a little bit and then sew a butt joint like I wanted to, and they'll call it good. The rest of it came out great. Okay, let me fix that, and then we'll go outside and fix the seat up. Alright, we're happy the way it turned out. I think it'll look good on this seat, but a couple things got to do before I put it on the foam. And here's the foam. I got 2, 4, 6 pieces of that carpet underlayment glued together. And what I want to do is, you know, the sides are a little irregular. I hit it with a grindstone and made it look a little better. But what I'm going to do is get 1/4 inch foam, and I'm going to put it right around, or put a strip around the whole edge, so everything's nice and smooth and uniform, and then that'll puff things out, so it makes it a little tighter fit. So we're going to do that. We're going to glue some foam to that, and then I'm going to glue this seat to the piece of wood there. That'll keep it from sliding around. So let me do that, and then next time I see you, we'll be fitting this seat cover on there. Alright, got a foam on the side of the seats here, and it actually looks pretty good. So let's try it on for size. There is a front and back to this. Alright, this is where the gas tank goes, so that's the back. Now I wanted the front of this, the seam, to go on the front between your legs, because nobody's going to be looking at that, right? Staple there. Alright, let's see if this fits. Wrong side out here. There we go. Not too much trouble. There we go. Huh. I'm liking it. It's fitting pretty good. Even the front here where I thought I was going to have trouble. Alright. Let me put a marker around here so I can pull it evenly all the way around. Alright, and then we'll staple her shut and put her on the bike and see what it looks like. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright, it's coming along pretty good here. You know, a lot of guys ask about this staple gun I got here. I never realized what I had here because it's been around so long, you know. It's been passed down from my dad, so it's probably been around for about 70 years or so. And it's a good one. I think they still make it too. It's a Duo Fast Model E. Matter of fact, I think this is made of Bakelite, this handle. And this here looks like maybe aluminium. But yeah, I think they still make them. Matter of fact, used, you can still pick them up used on eBay and stuff. Never had any problems with this, man. The thing always worked great for me. Alright, I'm going to finish stapling this up and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, here we are. Not perfect, but better than it was, right? That's all we're going after. A little more comfortable than a hunk of wood. And don't too bad either. Plus, you fit 2 little kids on there now. Alright. It's probably getting pretty long, this video, so what do you guys say? Enough of this? If you stayed this long, I appreciate it. Especially you guys, you know, some of you guys probably aren't into upholstery and stuff, but if you hung around, thanks. And what do you guys say? Enough of this? Alright.